Hey everybody, happy Saturday. How are you doing on today? I just wanted to come on. I know I've been wanting to y'all excuse look, y'all know I'm in a city, okay? Sorry for the background noise. I'm in a city, so you know. Um thank you. I just wanted to come on. I know, I like to give a little bit of information, much needed information to my viewers. I know we love to have these panel conversations about women and men and submission and the craziness and all that. But from time to time, I like to drop some jewels, some very important information for my viewers that that's needed. A lot of people are not awake right now. So my job is to just give you what I can. A lot of things I can't say, but I'm just going to give you what I can say. Let's see who's in the chat. Um, hey Andrea. Hey Ocean. Thank you guys for coming through. Hi William. So if you want to come up and talk with me for a little bit, the link is at the top, pinned to the top. This shouldn't be long. I just create a couple of slides and everything, just to go over a few things that you know we might need in the future. So let me get my slides up. This is my first time doing a live by myself, so I'm kind of, I'm proud of me. Let's see. Let me pull my slides up, guys, and then we can get started real quick. Just want to give you guys some good information. Let me pull it up. Okay, I think we're ready now. Hey, Mr. Rucker. I don't think a prenup was going to help with this situation. Well, no, you might need to put your prenup in a nice Ziploc bag. All right, guys, here we go. What you need to know in case of a national emergency. All right, basic things to know. Know what kind of disasters, emergency are most common in your area. So, for example, in New Orleans, the most, kind of natural disaster we usually have is flooding or hurricanes of, things of that sort. So, it's very important that you know what to do in those type of situations. So it is important for everyone in every city in every state to know exactly what type of natural or man-made disaster or emergency that can occur. Basically any type really. With all the different changes in the weather and all that. So the second thing you need to know is create your emergency communication plan, record important contacts and medical information about your family. Um, so this is very important because now that we live in a digital age, we have a tendency to store everything and anything in our phones. And a lot of times, in case of a natural disaster or some type of national emergency, the phones are not working. Even cable telecommunication towers and things are out. Your phone could die or go dead. You can't charge it up because there's no electricity. So a lot of your important phone numbers and things are not. You can't get to them. So it's important to write those things down, keep them in the address book or phone book, so that you will have all these types of information. So it's very important that you keep them at least, have a digital copy and also on paper. That is the best way to make sure that you keep in contact with everyone. And again, I said make sure you store important phone numbers exactly, besides your cell phone. The third thing I want to talk about is build your emergency supply kit over time. So I know a lot of people, especially young people, are not thinking about anything like this. But if you have not started doing this, you need to start doing this. Start with, simple items like a flashlight, batteries, important copies of important documents, water, non-perishable foods, simple things. So like when you go to the store, just pick up a couple of things and just put it away because you never know. So when it's that time, then next thing you know, you like, oh man, I got mostly everything that I need. So make sure you start now picking out, little things like candles, like I said, batteries, flashlights, and all those things. So um, and non-perishable foods and things of that nature. All right. The next point is talk with family and members of your household about where will you go if you're told to evacuate people. This is very important, especially if you live in a city with, a lot of your family members and whatnot, and they live, in different parts of the city or the state. Make a let's get out of here plan. Um, Make sure that you find like, okay, we're going to meet up in such and such place at such and such time so we can get out of here. Having everyone know what they're supposed to do and what they're supposed to bring is very, very important. I know that we hear, I think Texas have done the same thing. Someone said Texas had put out a message about a bug out bag in case of emergency you have to leave. I know that New York has done it on several occasions recently. So it is important that you talk to your family members of what you need to do. Um, the next point is store important documents and items like your passport, birth certificate, maps, and um, electronics in a safe, flood safe place, high on the shelf. Um, and then make sure you put them in resealable waterproof type containers or plastic proof containers. Make sure you keep important documents like your insurance policies, um, like Mr. Rucker said, your prenup, your will, all those types of things. Make sure you have those. Like even right now, like I always keep my important documents in. I cannot. Ocean. Yeah. um Make sure I keep all of my important documents laminated, and I have them in a plastic container. um so yeah, so that's very, very important. Also, to contact your fire department. Make sure you have your fire detectors and carbon monoxide detectors and all that. So let's go to the next point. Okay, for those people that get like SSI, um, disability, and if you get like paper checks from the government, anything like that, you need to make sure you make your yeah, don't do that. Make sure it goes electronically. Now, I have a little. I'm kind of leery about the going electronic because so I'm thinking, okay, so they tell you to do this because of the mail may be disrupted if there's a disaster or some type of thing you have to leave, and so you leave electronic. But however, if if something happens with electricity or something like that, or the banking system go down, you can't get to your money anyway. So that's like a catch 22 with that. So I would suggest that you start saving some money on the side, get a little safe in your house to have cash on hand just in case. We cannot just rely on having everything electronically and on, on a card or anything like that. Because you never know, there may be some type of outage where, ATM machines and stuff doesn't work that time. So I would suggest that you please keep some money on hand. All right, so we're about to talk about building these kits, okay? Um, Let me see. Y'all acting up in the chat. Yes. I don't know about why the sulfur 8? Cocoa butter, yes. I don't know about the sulfur 8. Doesn't that stuff burn? I don't know. Okay, let's talk about the emergency kit. For you guys in the chat, do you guys know what you need to put in your emergency kit? Let me see what y'all think. Let me see what y'all think you should put in your emergency kits. All right, here we go. Y'all ready? Okay, let's start with medications. All right, make sure you talk to your doctor and pharmacist about getting emergency supply of medicines. Keep a list of your prescriptions, of course. Mr. Rucker. Keep a list of your prescription medicines, including information about your diagnosis, the dosage, the frequency. So if you have to move to another state, stay at another state, you have all this information. Like, again, I said, you never know if the, systems are down, they can't, get into, the pharmacy system because the electricity is out, the computer grid is down, whatever. You will have all this type of information ready so that you can get your prescription. Store extra non-prescription drugs like pain reliever, fever reliever, anti-diarrheal medications, and all that kind of stuff. Store extras for that as well. Then also make sure you get some ice packs for those medications that have to be chilled or cold, just in case in the time of you having to leave your home, or there is a blackout or something and your medication needs to be refrigerated. So try to keep some chemical ice packs or a cooler. Okay, here are some tips for people that are deaf or hard of hearing. A weather radio with text display and a flashing alert. Extra hearing aid batteries, pen and paper. If you need to communicate with someone, if they don't know sign language, of course, a battery operated lantern to be able to communicate, to enable communication by sign language and reading lips. Tips for people who are blind or have low vision. Mark emergency supplies with braille labels, large print. Keep a list of emergency supplies and where you brought them. A portable flash drive. Make an audio file to keep everything in a safe place and where you can access them. Keep communication devices for your particular needs, such as a braille or a deaf-blind communication device, such as a part of your emergency kit, because everybody may not know sign language, so you may need different ways to communicate, and as well as being able to find things on your own as well. Hey sis, how are you doing? Ilse says, I got a jump starter kit, so my emergency jump my car also charges. Oh, correct. Yes, I saw that on I was looking on Amazon. I saw a couple of those like that. Let me know how you like that. Okay, here are tips with people with speech disability. So this one is very important to me because I have a son with autism and he does talk, but his speech is very limited. So again, making sure you have all your communication devices. And if you can, get 2 of them. just in case one is broken or is not charged, you will have um, another device to help you. Make sure you're keeping all of your insurance, your health insurance information as well, just in case you have to move to another state or another city. Make sure you have all of your IDs and things of that nature to laminated with, especially with kids with a speech disability. They need pictograms so that they can point to things that they want or trying to communicate with you. So make sure you have extras of those as well. Okay. Any questions in the chat? Anybody want to come up and help me go through this? Anything that you see that I'm missing? You are welcome. Osha said it worked great in the blackout we recently had. Oh, awesome. How long did it last? Does it last a long time? Because I saw some of them only last for a few hours. It says charge my phone and my computer. Okay, awesome. Okay, individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Again, like I said, this one is very important to me as well. Again, keep your electronic devices charged. Anybody know Mr. Caleb loves his, gotta have his iPad and stuff. So make sure you keep. So I have to make sure I keep a lot of that charged up, just in case it's a blackout or something like that. Of course, purchase spare chargers, batteries, the usual. Especially for those older adults and kids that have the sensitivity to noise. Make sure you get some headphones, extra headphones, things that cancel out noises, comfortable snacks. But a lot of our kids that are on the spectrum, they love electronics. So it is best to, if you can, buy extra batteries, chargers, solar powered chargers. Will work really well during a blackout or something like that. Amazon has these little mini chargers that will just for one computer or an iPad or a cell phone. And it's only like $20 and they're like solar powered. So those are really cute. They're really small. So it's like for individual, so everybody in the household can have their own individual little source of power just in case there's a blackout. And I will put all the Amazon items that I talk about into the description later when we get through this. Okay. Tips for a person that's not mobile. Again, powered wheelchairs. Make sure you have a backup as possible. The usual, make sure battery powered. Make sure you have extra chargers, extra batteries. Then, in case of evacuation and you go into another state, make sure that you write down all of the agencies, all the local agencies or organizations that can help you once you get there and you don't have any way to charge your wheelchair or motor powered chair. Make sure that you contact them, even if you find yourself in some way yours is not working anymore and you have to get another one. There are some charitable groups that will help you. Make sure that you're keeping your patch kit and sealant for flat tires on your powered chairs and scooters. Extra mobility devices like your cane and a walker. There are and make sure, and just because you're in like a powered chair, make sure you just have like a regular, the old fashioned wheelchairs as well, the ones that just fold up, just in case your motor powered wheelchair doesn't work anymore. And also, if you're living in a building, make sure you communicate with your neighbors who can assist you when you need to evacuate the building. Because I know a lot of times when things like that happen, the elevators are not working anymore. So you will need some type of assistance. Okay, additional items that you may need is a several days supply of prescription medications, a list of your medications, dosage, or any allergies, just in case you get hurt or something like that, and then you unable to speak to tell the MNTs or the doctor that you have any allergies. All these things be written down. Extra eyeglasses, contacts, hearing aid, and batteries. Um, if you are on oxygen, make sure you have a backup supply of oxygen. Make sure you have a list all the styles and serial numbers of all your medical devices. Again, copies of your insurance and medical cards. Contacts for your doctor, relatives, and friends who should be notified if you're hurt. Pet food, water, extra water for your pets. A caller ID for those people that have like um, animals that help them when they're in, what do they call them things? Service animals. Yes, service animals. And I got it right there in front of me. Y'all don't talk about me. Anyway, service animals. Make sure you have extra things for them as well. And let's see. Let's go to the next one. Okay, guys, the things we need to stock up on. And I'm hoping that you started to stock up on these things. Look, I know everyone goes to the grocery store and whatever, and you see the prices are going up and not down. So the threat is real. So I just want everyone to be prepared. Okay. So the first thing of water. Make sure you are stocking up on your water. And here's the recommendations from FEMA. You know, I don't trust them, but okay. FEMA recommends storing 1 gallon of water per person per day. Um, that okay, so like my son would drink 5 gallons of water by himself. So yeah, that would have to double for me. So you should also have one on hand at least to to purify 2 ways to purify your water. I will be putting in the description of some tablets that you can purify your water. There are some droplets as well to purify water as well. If you need to find water outside of your home, consider collecting rainwater and always know where your closest bodies of water are located. Make sure you know where your closest body of fresh water is located. Please don't go out there and drinking beach water. Thank you. Yeah, don't do that. Boiling is one of the safest ways to treat water. Let the water come to a rolling boil and continue to boil it for a full minute. Pouring the boiling water back and forth between containers will put oxygen back into the water and make it taste better. So that was just a suggestion. If you run out of water, this is how you were able to purify your water. Next thing you need to stock up on is food. You should start with no more than a 30-day supply of food. If you're determined to store more than 30 days of food right out the gate, make sure you keep a list of the items and their expiration dates. So this is very important because if you're buying food like a lot and you don't know when you brought it and where and the dates on it, you can be storing a lot of rotten food or outdated food. So you do want to make sure that you don't just overdo it, okay? Hey, B9. Okay, let's go to the next slide. We almost done, guys. All right. What to look for when you're shopping. Y'all ready? Here we go. Even though you're not trying to match the same kinds of, so you want to 20 to 30 year shelf life for freeze dry foods, or 5 to 8 year shelf life for um MREs. I don't know a lot of people can like those or can get those, but they're nasty. But you know I will get some just in case. You still want to be smart about picking durable products. Try to avoid anything that doesn't last at least a year. Important. Don't buy things that only last a few months or a couple of weeks or a few days. That's not the kind of things you want to store. You want to store durable packaged foods like cans or boxes. Um, what do you say, B9? Okay. B9, you won't come up? The link is at the top. Um, so, and foods that need to be cold or frozen isn't automatically disqualified. Be careful about relying on electricity too much. That's very important. So you can buy a lot of frozen things. However, if the electricity go out, what you gonna do? But we'll talk about the whole electricity thing in a few minutes. You want to get easy prepared things. Very, very important. Don't buy things that you need to like. My suggestion would be buy stuff that you can cook in one pot. Don't buy things that you need to do like several, prepping things for. Like this is not just for, regular day. This is emergency situations. So you don't want to be all fancy. You just want to be able to feed your family. Okay? So you want to get basic things like you can reheat or you know, really simple stuff. So try to get like things that you can make in one pot that you don't have to use a lot of cooking materials for. Make sure for nutritional standpoint, okay, everything doesn't have to be nutritious because we're like, oh, okay. Look, you can get a little bit of junk food, but just don't be like, get a whole case of Twinkies and think you're gonna survive for a couple days on Twinkies. I mean, you might die from diabetes or something. That's a lot of sugar. So keep in mind of the healthy aspect as well. So like if you have like the sugar thing, you can buy dry fruits, um, and nuts and berries and stuff like that, things that are dried and they're just as sweet as candy. So be careful of that. Make sure you look at the calorie density. Like some of the foods, they can be high in calories, but their shelf life is not high. So yeah, you might want to be careful of that as well. And also make sure you take note of dietary restrictions of your family members. Like if somebody is lactose intolerant, you do not want to buy a whole bunch of stuff that got a lot of lactose in it. If you have someone that's dealing with diabetes and things of that nature, you don't want to get a lot of things that have a lot of sugar or carbs in it. So you must be very careful, okay? All right, here we go. What to buy? Grains. You want to get rice. Rice will last a long time. Make sure you put your rice in a industrial container. These type of containers you can find at what do you call those places? Home Depot. What is the other one? What's the other one? Lowe's. And they're not expensive. So all of your dry goods that I'm about to read off, you have to keep those in a really safe, dry container. The Tupperware containers will not work. You can't do that. Okay. So you want rice, wheat, dried corn, keep some popcorn on hand, rolled or oats. Guys, not the stuff that got the in the pack, the microwave stuff. No, that's not what that is. You want the straight rolled or oats. Sorry. Cornmeal, flour, cake flour, pasta, quinoa, that kind of thing. Instant grits, instant mashed potatoes, as well. So these are the grains that you might want to start stacking up. You don't, if a lot of these things that you don't like, you don't have to get, but these are some of the things that the preppers are saying that we should get. Beans. We know what beans are. Again, storing them in the seal proof containers will be best to keep them from the bugs and moisture, etc., etc. So you have pinto beans, black beans, navy beans. So if you know you like beans, there you go. So you stock up on your beans. Fats. Okay. Peanut oil, shortening, vegetable oil, olive oil, coconut milk, coconut oil, and coconut milk, and lard. You can stock up on these things. Now, with the some of these, it can't make sure you look at the expiration date, okay? Because these some of like the coconut milk and coconut oil and lard, they can expire. So make sure you look at the dates on these as well. So you may have to rotate. So here we go for the meats and other proteins. Canned salmon, sardines, canned tuna, spam, canned chicken. See, when I saw this canned chicken, I never seen that in my life. Okay. I didn't never. Have you guys seen canned chicken before? I ain't never seen no canned chicken. Learn how to store these things in airtight. Exactly. Yes. I was just telling them that Ocean. And I found a very good deal at Home Depot on the airtight containers. They had a big sale on it, and you can find them as well at what is that, Sam's Club, or what's the other place, Costco. Mm-hmm. What did you say, Ocean? Really, canned chicken? Y'all need to stop. Canned chicken, Vienna sausages, bacon bits, country ham, smoked or dried, um, dry cured bacon, and beef jerky. So these are the things that can sit on a shelf for it will last some time. So these are some things that you might want to stock up on just in case. All right, for baking, syrup, powdered milk. Powdered milk is a big one. Make sure you get some of that, especially if you have little ones. Powdered milk is important. Baking soda, baking powder, cocoa, cornstarch, powdered sugar, salt, pepper, honey, and vinegar. For fruits and vegetables, you want to get canned fruits and vegetables, dry fruits and vegetables, nuts, trail mix, dry potato chips, rice cakes, wax cheese. Let's talk about the wax cheese. Okay, a lot of people don't know what a wax cheese is. Okay, so the wax cheese, if you go to like one of those fancy markets and you go to the cheese section, these types of I forgot what one of them name is, brioche, I think it starts with a B, but it's actually coated in wax. So those types of cheeses, you can keep on your shelf for a long time. Alcohol, yes, bring on the happy juice, baby. Okay, so make sure you have your crown apple, your Moscato, whiskey, and all that kind of stuff. All right, for the drinks, instant coffee, drinks mixed like Kool-Aid and powdered grade Gatorade is can come in handy, of course. Um, yeah, but be careful, of course, with the caffeine, guys. You won't be jumping off the wall, and because a lot of people don't know a lot of caffeine actually does make you extra thirsty. So then you end up drinking a lot of water. So you might just start drinking all around. What did you say, B9? Right. I know, B9. I don't know what this canned chicken is. I'm gonna have to look that up, baby. Canned chicken. I might just like tuna and salmon, and I know what the spam is, but not the canned chicken and all that. They can go with that. Okay. All right. First aid and personal hygiene items. It's a good thing to store up on those as well. Of course, bandages, Neosporin, alcohol, hydrogen peroxide, Benadryl, all your personal items, shampoo, toothpaste. You don't want to be stinky out here, soap, toilet paper, and those of us that have babies and things like that. Of course, infant formula if you're not breastfeeding, and diapers. So you might want to store up enough of that just in case. Okay, we've been hearing this bug outbreak. Okay, they've been issuing little alerts in certain cities and states about making sure that you have this bug out bag. Okay. Let's see what we should have in our bug out bags. All right. A pocket knife or a weapon. Make sure it's legal. Okay. I mean, I don't know. Can we just like in a do we got anybody from the military or um police officer or something? Like in a natural disaster situation? Or, can anybody I mean, is it okay for them to have a weapon if it's, something wild going on? I don't know. Hmm. But anyway, pocket knife or weapon. Make sure you have some cash on hand, your cell phone, extra cell phone, and chargers, flashlight, pen, notepad, paper, journal, or reading books, handkerchief, mini big light, um, mini med kit that has like bandages, alcohol pans, pain relievers, gloves, those types of things inside, just in case someone gets hurt. Those are some of the things you should keep in your bug out bag. Also, extra batteries, nylon cord, duct tape, mask, a sleeping bag. So they have these. I'll put the link in the description as well. They have these compact blankets or sleeping bag. It's really really small. It can fit into a duffel bag, and then when you open it up, it's like regular size. Extra deodorant, copies of important documentation, written contact information for family, etc. Maps. Um, So those are some of the things you keep out in your bug out bag. Here is a few other essential things that you might want to keep. Um, we just talked about the sleeping bag. So just in case you have to sleep out in the elements, make sure you have like a tent that you can keep in your car that's lightweight, or a light tarp just in case. You never know where you may be you end up. So um, make sure you have that. Also, you want to keep like an extra pair of clothes, warm socks, boots, and things just in case you get wet and you have to change your clothes. You have dry clothes, a gas grill or a camp stove, a solar oven. So these are the two other options you can have. So just in case you have to cook on the outside, or if there is a blackout or something like that and you can't turn on electricity. Cooking pans, um, waterproof containers, cooking utensils, um, lighters, matches, candles, batteries, a can opener, and a fire extinguisher. So yeah. All right, guys. So this is part one of what you need to do and what you need to know just in case if there's a national emergency or something wild happens and you just have to roll out. So if there are not any questions or anybody want to come up and comment or anything, that is the end of this. I just want to give out some information. I will post the slides in the community tab so you can go back and watch. And yeah, this was just a little brief synopsis of things that we may need and that you should be putting together just in case. So I hope that this was informative. And if you have any questions, you know how to find me. And thank you guys for tuning in. Wait, hold on. What y'all say? Y'all being bad over here. Peanut butter will hold you over. Yeah, peanut butter. Yes. Peanut butter is a big one. Um, yeah. But be careful not to get one thing about the peanut butter. I know a lot of parents like to get the peanut butter that has the jelly mixed, the peanut butter and jelly mixed thing. Be careful with that because the jelly can uh, expire under a certain type of if it's like too hot, it can go bad. So you might want to just yeah. Thank you, B9. B9 is always here for me. And Ocean. All right, guys. Well, that's it. I have this was a little first time doing this by myself, so I guess I would try to do this a little bit more often. Just getting on here and rambling and talking with you guys. It wasn't so bad. I guess because I wasn't on camera. So I guess that's why it wasn't so bad. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope the information was um, you got something out of it. Even if you don't do it all, at least have some things on hand. Um, because things are getting weird, especially when it comes down to the food supply. Um, the and if you don't watch the which everybody should start watching, the government when they have their sessions and things, and listen to what these senators are saying. I mean, you literally had a whole bunch of senators already warning us that the food prices are going to go even higher and skyrocket, especially when it comes to most of the things that we need on a daily basis. So it please be prepared. Um, that's all. It's all good to talk about, who's doing what, and she ain't submitting, and he he dusty, he don't have no money. Yeah, we can do that all day long. We can talk about on the panels all day long about that kind of stuff, but we need to be smart as well. Um, because my submission ain't gonna help me when I can't get no money out the bank and chicken costs $50. so yeah, let's be balanced, everybody. Let's have a balance with these conversations that we're having in these YouTube streets. I mean, we're having these conversations about everything else, but nobody's really talking about what the heck is going on outside. You know, every 5 minutes I have a meeting and there's a new virus every 3 days. So I'm just saying we need to talk about other things than hoes and bros. Okay, that's all I'm saying. B9, who you rooting for right now? B9, who is your team? B9. I hope you're not talking about Washington. Do y'all have a name yet? Do y'all have a name yet? B9? Because Washington D.C. they don't have a name. Hi, how you doing, darling? I'm just fine. I want to find out. B9, who's your team? You know who my team is, B9. I don't even gotta say it, baby. You already know. I want to see what they're gonna do this year without my boy. But I'll be repping my Saints all day. I already got my black and gold. B9, don't be laughing at me. I'm just serious. Who your team, B9? Anyway, I'm done, y'all. I hope I ain't scare y'all and stuff. I ain't mean to scare you. I just want to be informative. Just stock up. That's all. Let's do some announcements before I just, B9 on that. Ah, yes, it is the team with no name. Ah! B9, you need to go and give them a name, B9. Maybe they'll start winning. I'm just saying that might be, you know, it's gonna be all right. It's just preseason. It's just preseason. We're gonna pray for them. We're gonna have a prayer session for the team so they can win at least one game this year. Okay. B9, y'all need a name. Okay. Do you have a name yet, B9? Cause y'all ain't had no name for a whole year. I'm gonna say a prayer. I'm gonna say a prayer. I'm gonna say a prayer for the team. We're gonna hope that y'all win at least 2 games this year, okay? I'm not messing with you. right, guys. That's it I have for today for the just to sit here and give you guys some information. I try to give y'all little tips here and there as much as I can, only the things that I can actually tell you. Um, but do what you can, take what you will. And yeah, so what I can give you guys some announcements. So on Monday, there's a new show that will be starting. Um, what kind of name is that? I cannot. B9, you need to go down there and protest. Who thought of that name? Oh my God, B9. Child, who thought of that name? Lord have mercy. Mm-mm. No, they need help, baby. Okay. Mm-mm. I cannot. You got to go down there and protest. B9. That's a bad name. Oh my God. That is a bad name. Okay, let me go back to my analysis and stop messing with B9. Um, on Monday, there's a new show that's going to be starting. It's called The King's Cup, and Kylo the brand is the host of that show. I believe he's supposed to start at 9. What he's going to talk about, I don't know. It's if y'all haven't been watching the clips here, Kyle is something else. So his show will be on Mondays. I think the Thin Line behind what's the name of the show? Jeez. B9, what's the name of King James show? Oh, Inside the Mind of the Thin Blue Line. I think that's coming back on Tuesday. I'm not sure. I have to talk to King James to see. That will be on Tuesday. Wednesday will be the ladies' night, and then Friday, the um the men's panel. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But so you guys just tune in. Of course, you'll see the if you haven't subscribe to the channel, hit that bell so you'll get notifications because sometimes um I would just pop up and do a live. So yeah, I'm trying to get a little bit better at doing this solo thing. But anyway, so that is it. And so I am going to don't forget guys to just go once the video ends, just go back and comment on the video on the description. That helps, with the algorithm, and feedback. And if you have any questions or anything that you want, you need some information on, or you want to, talk about, just leave it in the comments, and I would definitely get back to you. Either address it in the comments or do a live with it as well. What'd you say, Rita? Well, be nice. So yeah, just go back and do a little comment. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, like the video. Again, if you need any further information, yeah, just reach out to me. I will be posting some the slides in the community tab. So every day you'll see additional slide of things that we talked about today. And if you're just tuning in, catch it on the replay. And so I am done, guys. This has been fun. This has been interesting doing this, solo thing. But yeah. So you guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and we'll see you tomorrow. We'll see what happens tomorrow. We may drop another live um, and talk about some other things. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. This is something new for me right now. So thanks for everybody that tuned in and put commented in chat, engaging with me and stuff. So that was helpful. B9 and Andrea and Ocean and a few others. Thank you guys. That kind of helped me a little bit to get through it. And all to the other folks that's just watching. Yeah. So guys, I will. Oh yes, one more example. Okay. The video editing course is going to start next week. Please go to the community tab later on this evening. It will show you, tell you how to register for the class. I'll post it sometime tonight or tomorrow morning, how to register for the class. This is for all of the content creators or just anyone that just want to learn how to edit videos, just, just for, have that under your belt as a learning tool. This will be, the first one will be for Shotcut. This is a free editing software that you could just download onto your computer. And this one is being used by a lot of people on in the YouTube streets. So this will be a step-by-step how to use this type of video editing, and it's free. The course, you can learn at your own pace. So that means you can do one module and go back and do another one. So it's not like some set time frame that you have to do it. You can learn at your own pace. So make sure you guys look out for the registration for that course. Again, it is my channel members gets half off on this course. Non-channel members, you have to pay the full price. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that join button and join the channel, because a lot of the courses that I will be offering and a lot of the things I will be offering to everyone, the channel, all my channel members either will be free or half off. So join the channel. This is one of the biggest perks that I have for my channel members. So if you have not joined, please join. It's not a lot. It's only, so do that. And so that's it, guys. So I will see you guys whenever I feel like talking again. Enjoy the rest of y'all day.
Who knew I would make it this far? They hated, they never believed me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah, Mayweather with the defense. I don't care what a critic got to say. I got them picking up the pieces. That mean you really playing with your life. I'm about to come and run it all back. I'm the new era, about to snap back. You ain't fitting for it cause you all cap like. Hold up, I shoot my shot. Wait, hold up. I'm really about to run this go up. You know it's all net when it go up. Ain't got no other plans, you don't need to understand, ayy. We on overtime, you don't need to understand, ayy. You just show them how to do it when you don't know what to say. Tell me how you plan to win if you plan to play the same. Moving fast, already gone, yeah, but you bringing me back. Try to double cross me, dog, just let me relax. Stop assuming what we doing, keep it moving, what we doing. Cause it can get bigger, cause it can get please don't play no games with me, I promise I'm too much. Ay, I can never let up even if you had enough. Ay, this ain't for the faint of heart, we always playing rough.